Hello everyone, welcome to LICD Week 2 Miscellaneous Topic 1, and today's topic is concept building of an integrator circuit. So let's try to build an integrator. In an abstract form, integrator block will perform the integrations on the input, and then the output expression will become A times, that is a constant, integral of V in dt. So that is our goal to achieve this. So let us start with that idea. So let us pass a current through a capacitor and see what happens. So here is my current source. It's passing through a capacitor, and we have a voltage V out, which is same as the capacitor voltage Vc. So as we know that the current through a capacitor is given by the formula C dV by dt. Here V is Vc, which is nothing but V out. So Ic will be equal to C dV out by dt. If we integrate this, we get V out equal to 1 upon C integral of I dt. So your V out is related to integral of I dt, but we actually really want is V out should be related to V in of, sorry, V out should be related to integral of V in dt. So somehow we need to convert this V in into a current. So we need to get up and we need to somehow convert this voltage V into current I. So how do we convert a voltage to a current? So we can think of a possible solution of connecting a resistor. So let's connect resistor and see what will happen. So if we connect a resistor over here, this current flowing through a resistor will create a voltage drop VR. So the I should be equal to V in upon R, but really it isn't that simple. Here we have also a voltage drop of VC. So unless VC is small, this expression is not true. That means if VC, that the voltage across the capacitor is not small, I is not equal to V in upon R. So only possibility that I is equal to V in upon R is when V out or VC is very, very small as compared to VR. So that there is a negligible drop across the capacitor. But let's explore this case now. Okay, let me just slightly, yeah. So let's explore this case. We have V in, we have VR, and we have VC or V out. So we can easily apply the KVL. So KVL says V in is equal to VR plus V out. So what is V in? V in we can write it as V in is equal to V out plus VR. How we can write VR? Current IC, the current remains the same in a series network. So current IC into R. So that is what we have written here, current IC into R. But IC is what? IC is nothing but C dV out by dV in. We have already seen that I is equal to C dVC by dt and VC is equal to V out. So hence we can write IC is equal to C dV out by d in plus V out is equal to V in. Now, in order to make this VR equal to V in, we have to make output, that is V out is approximately equal to 0. So for that to happen, or negligibly small, for that to happen, we have to make this RC dV out by d in much greater than V out. That means we can only do that by making the product RC larger. RC is nothing but the time constant. Then this then if we do this, then only we will get RC into dV out by dV into dV out by dt is approximately equal to dV in, and if we integrate this, we'll get V out equal to approximately equal to 1 upon RC integral of minus infinity to t V in dt. So actually we got this result, right? That is as per our goal. But what is the problem? Is there any problem here? Yes, it is. There is some problem. So does this circuit work as a integrator? No, it doesn't. Why? Because as the capacitor charges more and more, it will bring the output voltage higher and higher. So VC, the collector voltage, the capacitor or the output voltage will rise. And this expression will no longer hold, which we have written over here, approximately equal to V. So that's why this circuit will not work as an integrator. So we have to look out for some solution. So another way to build an integrator is use op-amp. So our strategy remains the same. Convert V in into a current and then pass this current through a capacitor and we will achieve our goal. So let us begin. So now we will be using op-amps for building the integrator. So op-amp should have the following constraints. Op-amp should have a negative feedback and it should not be in the saturation. Only then the virtual ground is applicable. So let us concentrate. So we have applied here V in. We have connected resistor R and we are forcing the current through the R. So what will be current will be equal to V in upon R. Now V plus is at physical ground. V minus will be at virtual ground because of virtual ground concept. So if this is true, then the entire voltage V in will be dropped across the resistor. So the I we can write it confidently as I is equal to V in upon R, and hence we have successful in converting V in into a current I. Now next step is we have to pass this current through a capacitor. So we connect a capacitor to the feedback loop, and the entire current goes through the capacitor because I minus is approximately equal to 0 for a op amp. So the current I is pumped through the feedback part. The current through the capacitor is given by the formula I is equal to C dVc by dt, where Vc is V out. So V out equal to Vc is equal to 1 upon C integral of I dt, and that's what we have written over here. But I will be equal to V in upon R dt. So that we can take it out. And what is Vc? Vc is nothing but minus of V out. How? In this expression, in this diagram, we can write V minus Vc is equal minus V out is equal to 0. So here we get it. V minus is 0, so V out will be equal to minus Vc. So we have output expression as V out is equal to minus 1 upon Rc integral of minus infinity to t V in of dt, where 1 upon Rc is nothing but my constant. So is this circuit behaving well as an integrator? Yes, because if we consider this constant, right? So we have got V in is proportional to the integral of V in, V out is equal to, V out is proportional to the integral of V in dt, and that's what the integrator will do. So indeed this circuit over here which we have built is working as an integrator. So we are back to our basic strategy. We have got a relation which is relating V out to integral of V in, and that's the purpose of this topic. And we have achieved this purpose today, and we have come to our end of our lecture. So that's it for today. Next time we'll see another application using op amp. So until then, have a good day and thank you.